Shalom Yisrael. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to those Akim that's preached the word in all truth and sincerity, along with your Israelite foreigner brothers that are like the heathens, but the line on the false side goes back to the nation of Israel, which nation of Israel are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the prophecies and curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter and throughout the Bible. So this is Brother Yakar, a mop lesson, and today's lesson will be entitled, Ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake. I'm just going to go on some precepts, and Lord willing, you brothers and you sisters out there be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shimon Shai. You know, and in this lesson I'll be going to basically how some of his brothers in the faith, you know, some of our lots may be that, we will have to go before the gates of the nobles, man. The higher ups in the society, elites of Esau, you know, and on how, we shouldn't fear because at the end of the day, we believe through faith that Yahweh Shimon Shai is with us, man. So I'll just be going into that topic in his lesson, and Lord willing, you brothers and you sisters out there be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. If I didn't say it already, but I'm gonna start with the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 16. And it reads, "A hard roll before them," before the disciples. You know, it says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves." Right? Because we are sheep, man. Now a characteristic of a sheep is docile, is weak, is timid, is harmless, so that represents us, man, because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We're not coming out here as tough guys. We coming out here, we all we do is go out on the highways and byways and preach the word, man. In the midst of wolves, the wolves will be the 2/3 of Israel and these heathens. Because a wolf is will be quick to devour the sheep. You know, it says, "Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." That's right, man. So we have to be wise as serpents. Because once we come in this truth, we're supposed to level up our discernment. Our the knowledge and understanding that the Lord has given us uh, by way of our apostle Elder Great Millstone, and we're supposed to be harmless as doves. You know, because we're not supposed to be. We can't suffer as an evildoer. You know, we have to suffer for well doing, but we're not supposed to suffer for evil doing. You see, it says verse 17, "But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues, and you shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles." Right, man. So this what happened back then to the disciples, which later became apostles. You know, and the same thing is going to happen to us today, man. Some of us we may be brought before governors and kings of Esau. Rather it be the Rothschilds, the Joe Biden, the president. The top um, um, military officials. You know, so but at the end of the day, this is all going to be a testimony against them and the Gentiles, the heathens. You know, it says, verse 19, "But when they deliver you up," because a lot of people is going to betray us, man. Even our family and our friends in the world, you see, because whoever is not in this truth will betray us. You know, it says, "But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak." Right? So we're not supposed to meditate on what we're going to say, you know, Because why? Because for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. Yes, so the Heavenly Father Yahweh is going to channel His Spirit through us to speak on what we have to say, you know, and rebuking the Edomites, man, you know, telling them they're going to go in slavery, that there's nothing they could do to upset the prophecies, and they can't stop their kingdom from being destroyed. I can imagine if brothers put in that position, they would say those type of things, just prophesied against Esau right before his face, man. You see, and the Lord may have you, um, if it's your lot to be um, go and before the gates of the nobles of Esau. The Lord may, as a prelude, the Lord may have you may have you go before a judge for a court case, man. You know, so you never know. But this is Isaiah 13 and verse. The point is in verse 2. I'll start verse 1. It reads, "The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see." Right now, this Babylon is talking about America. Because we go to the word burden. It's from the Hebrew word masha'ah, which means prophecy. So the prophecy of Babylon. How we know it's Babylon. This is Babylon the Great, America, because when you go down, just real quick to verse 19, it says, "In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." Right now, ancient Babylon, it didn't get destroyed in that fashion, you know, because the Babylonian Empire, they were conquered by the Persian and Medes Empire, led by Darius the Mede, and he ended up taking out um, Belshazzar, the last king of Babylon, which was the grandson of Nebuchadnezzar II. You know, so this is not talking about ancient Babylon. This is talking about modern Babylon, the Great, America. You know, so this proves that this is not talking about um, ancient Babylon. Because it says it shall never be inhabited. And right now people inhabit Babylon as we speak right now. Which Babylon is Iraq. You know, it says neither shall be dwelt from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So no one's gonna uh, inhabit this place, America, after it be destroyed. You know, so I just wanted to make that quick point real quick, but let's go back to the um, the lesson. Verse 2, it says, "Lift you up a banner upon a high mountain." Right? What's a banner? A banner is a symbol that's exalted. You know, from the Hebrew word nas, which means something lifted up, standard. And what's the standard? The Bible. Because the prophecies of the Lord, are exalted, is the standard of the Lord's will. You see, and a banner can, for example, when you go to like a grocery store, you will see on top of before you go into the grocery store, you will see on top of the store, the building, you will see that particular name, which that will be a banner. You know, it says, "Lift you up a banner upon a high mountain." The high mountain is America. Because America is the glory of kingdoms. Is um, that this place America is over all the kingdoms of the earth right now. Over all heathen countries. It says, "Exalt the voice unto them," which goes into the prophets rebuking this place. Crying loud, spare not, according to Isaiah 58:1. Shaking the hand goes into rebuke in this place, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Right. So, so some of the elect brethren, they may have to go in the gates of the nobles, which we already, and engage the nobles as we speak, because Esau has already acknowledged his truth on this platform on the news media. You know, he demonized us, saying we're evil. You know, even certain you know laws, it mentions what they call us black Hebrew Israelites, but we're not black. We're just Hebrew Israelites. But this is what Esau calls us. You know, we're in the Project Megiddo. You know, the Southern Poverty Law Center. You know, so Esau has plans, has an agenda to exterminate all the Israelites. But that's not gonna happen, man, because the Lord is gonna save His elect. You know, um, so So I just wanted to get the point out the scripture is that they may go into the gates of the nobles. So some of the elect is going to go before the gates of the nobles. You know, the elites of Esau, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, you know, the Gettys, you know, the Illuminati, you know, the shadow government, the ones you don't see, that the ones that um, pull the strings behind the scenes, you know, that finance um, different movements, you know, and pay people off and pay off the these country leaders in order to, you know, do their will on earth and wickedness. You see, um, this is Revelation 2:10, and it reads, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer." Yeah, so we shouldn't fear none of these things which we're gonna suffer because we already know it's gonna happen. You know, we have to suffer the straight gate. It says, "Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison." Right, the devil is talking about the so-called white man. You know, it's not talking about the actual spiritual demon Satan. It's talking about his physical counterpart that's on earth. You know, which are the Edomites. You know, because they have um, concentration camps, FEMA camps. You know, re-educational centers. You know, so it's written that some of us, you know, we're gonna be cast into, you know, prison. You know, it said that you may be tried because our faith is gonna be tested. The Lord's gonna test us. It says, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. It can be actually 10 days. It can be 5 days, 2 days, however the Lord finds fit in order for you to endure that tribulation. You know, it says, "Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." That's right, man. So at the end of the day, you know, we have to be faithful unto death. You know, we have to, no matter what, we cannot renounce Yahweh Shimon Shai, even in the face of death. You know, because at the end of the day, the Lord, um, if we part of the elect and we die in the Lord, that's a great reward, man. You know, and the Lord's gonna raise us right back up. You know, and the dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first. So you know, it's a win-win situation, man. Um, last precept Sirach 4 in 28 in Apocrypha, and it reads, "Strive for the truth of the death, and the Lord shall fight for thee." That's right. So that's what we have to do. You know, strive for the truth of the death, no matter what, man. No matter what happens to us, we gotta keep continuing to contend for the faith, even unto death, man. And the Lord's gonna fight. It's gonna fight our battles for us. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. Lord willing, I was edified. And until next time, Shalom.